court. At long last, it's time to roll the ball out here and get the new season of NBA basketball underway. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Allie, it's all yours.
Kristaps Porzingis has had to adapt his game in Dallas. Less posting up, more spotting up, and impacting the game in other ways than just scoring. Coach Carlisle said, quote, he is a monster on defense. And for KP, he said, I'll do whatever it takes. We are winning, and that's why I'm here. Back to you.
Good intel there. Bright future, no doubt. Thanks, Allie.
And here's the upcoming schedule for the Houston Rockets. On Monday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams and the New Orleans Pelicans. Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Harden and Gordon, they're the 2 and the 3. Then there's John Wall. Then there's Christian Wood. And it's Cousins in at the center position, filling out the middle. And for Dallas, Kleba and Porzingis, the combo inside. Jalen Brunson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. Nothing more exciting than opening day in the NBA. Grant, how pumped are these players?
These players are super pumped. All the hard work in the offseason, working on improving your game, becoming better. You have a chance to show it right now, opening day. Of course, it's a long season, but the journey begins now.
Harden against Doncic. Takes a 3. Outside Wall. Back to Cousins. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. Harden. Harden missing again. Makes the Mavericks ball. Inside. Here's Doncic. And Grant, we talked about the success of Doncic in the EuroLeague at age 19. But it really started much earlier than that.
It really did, B.A. Word is that Doncic first had a basketball in his hands at 7 months old. That's insane. But what is unique is that he signed with Real Madrid at age 13, debuted in the EuroLeague at age 16, and now he's already an NBA All-Star.
You know, early on, Doncic has proven to be a leader. I mean, this guy is somebody that can shoulder the offense and take and make big shots for his team.
Nice shot by...
Yeah, give me a camera.
Harden.
He's taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Kleba. Doncic on the wing from downtown. Nice start for him. Taking his first shot.
Boy, the take charge mentality of Doncic on display there. The quick fire approach demonstrates his confidence.
Now here's Cousins. Wood finds Harden. Fires in the triple. Harden's got 5 points.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Brunson. Outside Porzingis. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go for it. Houston has gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game. Here's Harden.
Oh, he just went hard on that one, B.A.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Here's Doncic. Hey, Doncic hammers it home.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's what it looked like to me. I mean, he was way up there.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 shooting so far. Harden drives in, and then Harden with the jam.
Tremendous speed on the drive. Harden is consistent in attacking the basket.
Going inside, Brunson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. To the middle. And there's Wall. That one's good. On the assist by Harden.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Mavericks trailing. Brunson with it.
Doncic outside. Pocket 4. Back to Brunson from deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's Harden. He's got 9. Driving inside. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Get this out of here.
Porzingis combines quickness with his reach. Getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that. Well, you look at Doncic, and he was named the youngest MVP ever in the EuroLeague, okay? Both in the regular season and in the EuroLeague championships. And then he led Real Madrid to a title at the age of 19. Yet, there was still some wondering, how good would this guy be in the NBA? Plenty good.
Part 1 analyst called Doncic maybe the most accomplished European teenager ever to come into the draft.
BA, I mean, I tell you, that's pretty lofty hyperbole, but the most important thing about it is that he seemed to always deliver in the biggest moments.
BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Doncic with it. Green picks him up. Cleveland with a screen.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, you know, John Wall is so masterful as a floor general. He's a real maestro out there, terrific at finding the open guy on time and on target.
Now here's Brunson. Outside, Finney-Smith. Pass to Porzingis. Beyond the arc. No good there. And it's Houston the other way. Now Cousins for 3. Gordon. Pure from three-point range.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Brunson. Doncic outside. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Cousins. Dallas again missing.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Sleva against Gordon. There's the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cleveland. Houston calls timeout. And last season, Grant, arguably the worst of Eric Gordon's career. You think it was health?
Yeah, it was a tough year for him. I mean, he missed some games with some persistent knee and shin injuries. He just signed that nice 4-year, $76 million extension. He is so important to this team, and his health will play a critical role in his success.
Different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Richardson comes in for Finney-Smith. And Hardaway subbed in for Brunson. And a new group getting ready for the Rockets. Tucker's checked in for Cousins. House comes in for Wood. McLemore's checked in for Gordon. And Clemens subbed in for Wall. Three-pointer. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Now here's Hardaway. Doncic outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Marjanovic. kicks it to Doncic. Oh, they need this. And Doncic with the jam.
Doncic showing you his smarts there because he really sized up the situation and took advantage of what the defense gave him.
Houston has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Here's Clemens, started by Doncic.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And that was good. Doncic has got 12 points.
I'll tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Is Clemens missing? The Mavericks have gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. It's Doncic with a drive. And Doncic hammers it home.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Houston in the lead. Here's Clemens. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's hammered home by Green.
Tell you what, to give him room to take off, and he will posterize you. He'll be in a picture that you don't want to be in.
And there's 1:38 left in the first quarter. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. Shot on the wing. Second chance effort. And Marjanovic gets it to go.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Tucker, perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And though lacking some height, Tucker has the balance, the reach, and the strength and attitude to do damage inside.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Here's Clemens. Doncic outside. And the ball out of play. The Rockets will have it. And it's the Rockets with the ball. 3-point lead. Here's Clemens. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. To the paint. Here's Green. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Josh Richardson.
Green doing a nice job recognizing when to force the issue from this area. Good aggression there.
Porzingis has checked in for the Mavericks. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink it.
There's the drive. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
There's no debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
No good on the second free throw.
No one expected to see that. He's been owning the line as of late.
Back to Green. Puts up a 3. Connects from downtown. Green's got 9.
Well, he is a volume three-point shooter, and when you look at Green, he's dangerous from that three-point.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Rockets ahead. They lead by 8. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Ball-dominant player, James Harden talked about others setting him up a little more.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, playing off the ball is something that I'm comfortable doing. Like I'm able to catch and shoot. I'm able to play off, on the wings.
And that gives their offense another dynamic.
It does. And it also helps them preserve some energy for those big moments in big games.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. All right, guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Kristaps Porzingis out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Josh Richardson, and it's Hardaway in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Wall covering. Outside Porzingis. Shot clock at 3. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
It just looks so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse for them.
Greg, the defender wants to be ISO'd against the Greek freak, but if you could pick one guy to try and check him, who would it be?
That's a tough one, B.A. There's a lot of capable guys out there. I love Pascal Siakam. I also love P.J. Tucker with his size and his strength. But I have to go with Anthony Davis. Wow, his length, his defensive intelligence. He would be the one guy that I would have trying to defend.
As great as he is offensively, he might be even better defensively. Houston has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
PJ Tucker at 6'5" is more than willing to hold it down at center. He said, so what? It's basketball. I've done it my whole life. It doesn't matter. People ask me why I play so hard. I don't have a choice. That's what I've got to do. Period. Just holding it down, no matter what.
Thank you, Allie. Cauley-Stein lays it up and banks it in.
Guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Cousins drives in. Nice D from Cauley-Stein. For Dallas, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Porzingis sets a screen. Outside Hardaway. There's the drive. And the jam by Cauley-Stein.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
It's a neck-and-neck game in Dallas. Pass to Harden. Here's Wood. Now Cousins. 4-3. Sinks it from distance. He's got 5.
Cousins has such a nice stroke, and he does a really good job of concentrating through excellent defense to get that shot.
And here's Porzingis. Over Wood. Wood grabs the board.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
And the big finish by Wall.
Well, when you think James Harden, you're thinking buckets. And a lot of buckets and free throws and threes. This guy has led the league in scoring the last 3 years running, and he harkens you back to the likes of Michael Jordan and Wilt Chamberlain in terms of his point production.
Different look for Dallas. Johnson, he's checked in for Porzingis, and Doncic has subbed in for Hardaway. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Doncic outside, out of bounds, it'll go to the Rockets. Marky, look at points per possession. James Harden, as good as anyone in history.
Well, to lead that category, BA, you need a steady diet of threes, and layups. That's free throws, threes, and layups. And quite honestly, those are the most efficient shots in basketball, and Harden takes more of them than anybody.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Johnson. Here's Doncic. Defended by Harden. Just 5 on the clock.
Well, that's a recipe for disaster, fellas. Allowing Doncic to get comfortable from this area.
Forget about it. Here's Wood. Man, the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wood's got his first points of the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Doncic against Harden. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Gordon attacking, and Gordon with the big finish.
And Gordon has the burst of speed you like to see in a guard. Excellent at knifing through the defense to the cup.
Doncic on the wing. Pass to Johnson. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Christian Wood picks one up. Grant, you could be described as one of the earlier point forwards, and we see more of that type of player today.
You know, B.A., we really do, and I'm not quite sure I would be able to play in today's game because everybody is a point forward. But I attribute that to how the game has changed, it's grown, it's evolved through the years. We have this thing now, positionless basketball. There's a necessity for multi-dimensional, versatile players who can do everything on the court, shoot, pass, rebound, defend. And certainly it's great in the league now that we have so many players who can do it.
Come on, G-Money, your game is timeless.
And it's been a while since I've called a game, so I'm getting in the groove.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 18. Out of bounds.
God damn!
So for the Rockets, Green comes in for Cousins, and Clemens subbed in for Wall. For Houston, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. And it's Harden penetrating. And then Harden with the jam!
Ferociousness from Harden. Looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Uses the glass on the layup.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Houston has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Harden's got space. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
And this is why you got to be in Harden's jersey. I mean, if you lay off of him for a second, he burns you with that quick shot.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative to make something happen. He has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Here's Harden. He's got 13. Outside, Green. The 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic outside. Paulie Stein with a screen on Green. Just 5 to shoot. From behind the arc. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
I'll tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Richardson against Harden. Pass to Green. There's the 3. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 22. Here's Johnson. 1
1:46 left in the first half. Here's the floater. And the nice bucket inside from Harden. Harden's got 6 here in the quarter.
Harden's ball handling is absolutely off the chain insane. I mean, easily carving up the defense. Superb control. Got it on the string.
And the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there. And a change for the Rockets. McLemore's checked in for Harden. There's 1:34 left to play in the first half of basketball. And here's Brunson. Outside Finney-Smith. Porzingis sets a screen. Back to Brunson. Bearing his second of 3 attempts. .110 left in the first half. Here's Clemens. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Outside Tucker. The 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mavericks trailing. Hardaway with it. 41 seconds left in the half. Cleveland outside. Shot clock at 5.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet. It's something to keep an eye on.
Houston has gone 2 of 5 from deep here in the second. Here's Clemens. Brunson defending. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Cleveland. His first shot coming late. That one off the back iron it out. Here's Clemens. Offline with the 3. It could go. Doesn't go that time. And the first half now in the books. Rockets ahead, leading by 9. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. We've reached halftime of our first regular season game.
People swimming.
I thought you thought maybe the first half was going swimmingly. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet. James Harden led the way in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. He didn't perform up to his standards in their last game. Tonight's a different story. He obviously has a short memory. What do you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
Hey, man, the Bears doing his thing again, guys. One of the best scorers in NBA history. Look, he has so many different moves. This step back right here, look at this. Wow, he's built to carry the load offensively.
And Kenny, how do you think the Mavericks were playing?
Well, the perimeter D, it's just too weak. I mean, there's no excuse for letting the team rain that many threes on you. And at that high a percentage, guys aren't fighting through screens. They're not staying with their shooters. They're not helping out. This is bad basketball on the defensive end. They've got to tighten it up on a high level in the second half.
And it's just about time now.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. What, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
So the Rockets 5 now. Harden and Gordon, they're the 2 and the 3. Then there's Christian Wood. Then there's John Wall. And it's Cousins in at the 5.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Well, you think about James Harden, and he's been fantastic throughout his career, but particularly the last few years, and I think he's been a bit of a polarizing figure in the league because of his style of play. or his sly knack for drawing fouls and getting the benefit of the doubt on calls. You know, many have been rather outspoken and even on occasion mean-spirited with their criticism.
Clark, you're talking about the ISO-heavy style. Some would say it hurts team chemistry.
Well, you know, it's funny. Back in the day, going way back in the day, not so much victory off with big men isolating in the post. For some reason, going along the perimeter is viewed a little differently. I think part of it is that it's a lot of dribbling and people standing around, and for some, the purists in the game, that can be a little distasteful.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Pass to Doncic. Ooh, stolen by Harden. Yes, it's good. And now a 12-point Houston lead.
It doesn't really matter if you body hard enough. He's committed to scoring the basketball, and his concentration allows him to do so.
Kleba with it. Guarded by Wood. Kleba passes to Porzingis. Hangs. And the layup is good. Porzingis has got 6 points.
Well, you look at Porzingis, this guy's very skilled, and you give him those kind of looks, he'll cash in all day long.
Gordon pass to Harden. Gordon with a screen on Doncic. Harden from outside. No good on the shot. And it's Dallas the other way. Now Brunson. Doncic outside. Porzingis sets a screen. Count it.
Boy, Luka Doncic, such an all-around skill set. I mean, the defense having a real hard time containing him tonight.
On the wing, Harden. Guarded by Doncic. Harden, good. Harden's got 7 points here in the quarter.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Doncic outside. Pass to Kleba. Over Gordon. Kleba shot is off.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
And Harden is good for 3. Harden's got 25 points in the game.
Well, he's really been on the roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Doncic outside. Shoots over Harden. And it's Doncic missing. The Rockets have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Wall on the attack. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Wall's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's Kleba. Lays it up and in on a nice reverse. Kleba's got his first 2 points of the night.
So it was just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Here's Harden. The kick out to Wall. Fires the 3. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. Drops in the 3.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
The Rockets have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Pass to Cousins. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Porzingis. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
It was a quick turnaround between last season and this one. The original suggestions had training camp less than a month after the finals ended. That aroused some concern from the players' union, and the gap was wider, but not by much. There's no complaints here. It's time for NBA basketball.
Yes, it is. Thanks, Allie.
Ooh, what?
And another miss by Houston.
Well, it's a make or miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Porzingis sets a screen. Down low. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Now here's Harden. 25 points in the game. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And the new group getting ready for the Rockets. Tucker's checked in for Cousins. House comes in for Wood. Green's checked in for Gordon. And McLemore subbed in for James Harden. Here's House. The Rockets again can't hit.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And it's Doncic on the drive. Here's Kleba. Uses a glass to finish the layup. Now just a 4-point Rocket lead.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Houston has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Outside wall. Pass to House. 2 in the count. And he takes it up and lays it in. And the Rockets lead by 6.
And a basket there really helps to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, we'll see though. I mean, it looks like that might be the case. They might need a few more like it though, because that lead has been steadily dwindling.
Now here's Finney Smith. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Nails it from beyond the arc.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Here's Wall. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got a 6th rebound on the night.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Doncic. Count the basket and the foul!
Work off of me, bro.
Tucker, the three-pointer increasing in dominance in recent years. Grant, you average less than 1 long-range attempt per game for your career. So what made you look to attack inside the arc more?
Yeah, BA, it really is about the evolution of the game. Early in my career in the mid-90s, it was all about getting a high percentage shot, getting to the rim, posting up, the mid-range game. But as the game has changed and evolved, now it's more about the three-point shot. At the end of my career, that's when I started to shoot more three-pointers as the game was evolving.
And the Mavericks call time here.
You know, a big difference in Porzingis' game last year was the rebounding, and oftentimes people think if you're tall and long, you should eat glass. Well, most of your best rebounders are not the tallest guys on the floor, but to his credit, Porzingis made rebounding a focal point.
Out to the wing, 6 on the shot clock. Porzingis in the post. For the lead! And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
The Rockets have gotten 7 of 16 shots to go so far in the third quarter. Pass to McLemore. Here's Clemens. A minute 31 left in the third quarter of the game. Green for 3. Knocks down the long J. Green's got 15 points.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Outside Hardaway. And the three-pointer goes.
That's how the ante. Come right back at him. A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Houston has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Tucker. Outside, Green fires the three. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Porzingis sets the screen. That's the Hardaway. To the inside. And the jam by Kawhi.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Here's Clemens. Here's the three. They grab their own miss. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break.
Give me that.
And it's time to bring up the to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was the choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Josh Richardson, Kristaps Porzingis out there with Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Hardaway in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Porzingis, hits the 12-footer and hits it. Porzingis has got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, he's been a different player here in the second half. Looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
And Josh Richardson gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. Now here's Wall. Tight defense on him. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hard not to appreciate the brilliance of Wall. I mean, a super fast, quick player. A guy who runs the offense exceedingly well.
So he gets them both. The Mavericks leading. Outside Richardson. To the wing, right side. Up and in on the lift.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it too.
Harden against Richardson. And a miss there on the triple.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass. It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Now here's Cauley-Stein. Tries the spin move. We've got about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Pass to Cousins. From deep. And shot is off. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And here's Porzingis. 3-pointer. And the Mavericks another 3.
He's starting to feel it. He's in the groove here in the second half.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Harden. That one's good for 2. Harden's got 27 points.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Now here's Richardson. Clock at 6. Dallas Dallas needs to get off the shots. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Kleba, he's checked in for Porzingis. The Rockets trail. Now here's Harden. A little over 2.5 minutes to pass here in the fourth. Mavericks with a rebound. Kleba's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Richardson. Ball covering. Here's Paulie Stein. And the layup is good. Nicely passed.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass and rhythm.
The Rockets have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Outside Harden. The three-pointer off the mark.
They are just owning the boards right now. And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Pass to Richardson. Gets rebounded by Houston.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Three-pointer, Harden. But they get it back. Ball finds Gordon. The Rockets with another miss. For Dallas, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Outside Hardaway. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by Cousins. Houston shooting the ball at 48% so far. Back to Harden. The 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Harden's got 30 points.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him.
What the fuck is on?
Until the defense makes them change plans. They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Dallas has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Powell sets a screen. And Doncic, here we go. And Doncic hammers it home.
The main weapon in Doncic's attack, he really excels at finding lanes and then taking advantage of it.
For Houston, they've got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Here's Wall, pass to Cousins. Rebounded by Kleba.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Outside Richardson. Back to Doncic. 4 on the clock.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Ball for 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists tonight.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
Doncic outside. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot it there. First free throw is good. So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line.
Just a great job of adding to their lead. Late in the game, every point matters.
Harden against Richardson. He buries it from 3.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment.
The Mavericks have gotten 5 shots. Got 9 to go on this court. It's Powell on the wing. Doncic's left side.
Showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
Wood outside. Harden from outside. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here he goes. He shoots again. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the layup. Doncic has got 43 points.
Tell you what, guys, I don't think you ever have to question Doncic's effort level. He attacks the glass and the game all the same.
Cousins can't hit.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball, it's not done by hoisting up long-hand threes like that.
Now here's Doncic. Knocks down the triple. It's an 8-point Maverick lead.
Well, shots like this prove Doncic has the ability to be a major threat from there, expanding his game.
Hard misses.
He probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Doncic against Wall. And out of bounds. The Rockets will take it. Different look for Dallas. Porzingis comes in for Powell, and Brunson is subbed in for Richardson. Well, Houston's shooting only 29% since the 4th quarter began. Here's Harden. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Shit out of here, bro.
And here's Doncic. Gordon with a steal. Wall is open. Offensive rebound. Wood. And that one's good. Nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
game, Luka Doncic.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive. And the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Richardson's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for Brunson. .116 left in the fourth quarter here. On the wing, Richardson. Leva outside. Ball against Doncic. Cousins with it.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with the quick bucket here.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
So it's the Mavericks now. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Doncic gets long. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And the Rockets call time here. They draw out four. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. Wood passes to Harden. Launches a three. The shot, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Stolen by Wall. Here's Cousins.
You talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was Walter. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And they committed an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, man, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
You gotta stop the clock any way possible. And hope they allocate arm a few of those free throws.
And the second and two is good. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Timeout called the Rockets. They're trailing by 3. 19 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick two and then foul. Either way, they got to score the ball.
Hardaway against Harden. Cousins with the screen. Harden into the lane. Yeah!
Man, they're getting a fantastic effort from James Harden.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Come on!
Free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he does hit the second one. And that'll put him up 2. Now Harden. And he's off to the top. Oh, stolen by Richardson. And so it's the Mavericks who come on top here. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the whole team.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Luka, and Luka, you got a tough win tonight. What are your initial thoughts on the performance?
You know, we got to win against a team that's ranked competitive. You know, they go hard no matter what. You know, they're a great team. And, you know, I'm just glad we got to win. We got to keep running.
Victory tastes a little sweeter.